Good evening, welcome. My name is Lucy Kingston, and I have the pleasure of directing Jasmine Bulmer, Valerie Moles, Jake Wolfold, Marcus Beyer in the evening's Downton Shabby, written by Anna Riddlestellar and Christopher Puddy Combe. So please enjoy Downton Shabby.
Attention students, we will be meeting for the Downton Abbey Appreciation Society this afternoon in room 250. Please remember to bring your permission slips and bring your ideas for our fundraiser.
Okay, so I've got this all figured out. I took our itinerary and synced it up with the London Underground schedule. If we leave Piccadilly at 8 o'clock GMT, we'll be able to see the park where they filmed that shot with Mary and Andrew Roosevelt before departing on the 9:15 bus to Highclere Castle at the setting of the greatest period drama ever, Downton Abbey!
Oh, my mama, that's gonna be crazy. Once I get over and look at all that library and whatnot,
Yes, and it says here that the castle has kept the original furnishing that the production team used while filming, which means that I will get to sit on the lounge chair that Maggie Smith sat on.
that dowager countess be crazy. I mean, man, she hella old, but she be saying shit like all the time. And she's like a symbol, you know? A symbol for the aristocracy. You know what I'm talking about?
What?
You know? I'm saying she'd be crazy.
Oh.
Oh!
Hi.
Hello? Hello? Thank you for coming. I hope you're well.
Yes. Thank you. Oh, I almost forgot. I found this and I thought it might help us while we're in London.
Thank you, that's very sweet of you. How's Amber?
Oh. She's good. I mean, great. It's great. I mean, she's really into this Glee club. Not the Glee club, the club that watches Glee.
So you're happy then?
Of course.
That's great, that's great.
All right, kids. I've looked over our budget and I've spoken with Principal Skinner. It seems we have not quite enough money to get all of this all the way to London yet.
But if I don't go on the John Bates Tower of London prison trail, I will just die!
Okay. This ain't that kind of party, okay? If I gotta wear, you know, evening shirt to dinner instead of an official, like, dinner shirt, I'm losing!
Don't worry yet. I have a brilliant idea. Sydney's father owns a car wash. We could have a car wash to raise money for our trip. Now, your father would be okay with that, right? Sydney!
What? Oh, yes. Except that it's just...
What is it, Sydney?
It's just that I need to tell you all something, and I'm afraid that it's going to be unpleasant. I've decided, that is, the Glee Club, not the Glee Club, the club that watches Glee, the television show, has decided to go to LA to see the studio where the show is taped. Ashley is going, and...
That means
yes,
you can't?
I am. I'm going with her. And Glee Club will need the car wash to raise money for airfare.
You must get into this with some reason! Mona! Oh dear! Don't worry!
Don't worry! I have been planning on going on this trip for months!
I know, perhaps I was wrong and I introduced this extravagant series too soon to these young people. Oh, and I hope that I've not ruined your high school experience with this trip maybe not happening. But still, Principal Skinner, he told me if this trip doesn't happen, then he's going to ship me off to Brookfield Central!
We have to get Sydney to change his mind!
I know! Deshaun, he will work his magic on him.
Deshaun! I'm all broken up inside. Do you have any idea how it feels to be in love with two women at the same time?
Oh, hell no! You about two women, two honeys, calling you all the time?
It's just that I've been committed to Ashley.
And dog.
Right. And I can't go back on that now. Especially now that they've booked the 3 nights at the Burbank La Quinta Inn.
Monsieur, do you know what it's like to be in a complicated love triangle?
Oh, Valerie. Haven't you noticed how hard I've tried to get you students to be involved with the BBC drama series set in these Edwardian country-mannered houses? Upstairs, downstairs. Jeeves and Goozers. Godsters Park. My students and I, we've watched them all. And do you know why? I know that I look like an elegant intellectual now, but years ago, I was a scullery maid in a mill town of Cudahy. All I wanted was to rise up. I fell in love with the mayor's son. He promised to take me away from my scullery duties. He proposed. And we were to wed in this large hall in South Milwaukee. But then, the girl his family had in mind, she appeared. The daughter of Patrick Cudahy. The union of those families was so strong. It would not keep our adolescence romance together.
Nothing. Listen. You gotta keep it real, yo. I wanna be dipping in your Kool-Aid. You know, I appreciate your duty. But it's like the Crawleys, you know, in the town thing, you know. They basically, you know, they weren't prepared for the unexpected changes that would come once they graduate from high school. And they have to start dealing with the shifting moral issues of college experience. It's not too much different than, you know, the social constructs crumbling after the First World War, okay? When the rich and poor both had more opportunities than they did before. You see what I'm saying? What? YOLO, dog! YOLO!
By golly, I think you're right, Deshaun. I do love Valerie. I do love the Downton Abbey Appreciation Society. I now know what I must do. I'm sorry to do this, but my commitment to Ashley...
Amber.
Right. Is too strong. I'm going to California.
What? That is not at all what we talked about, dog. Telegram.
Sydney Bridgewater.
Thank you very much.
What is it, Sydney?
It's Amber. She's dead.
Oh, dead? What on earth happened?
She died watching Titanic.
Who said she died watching Titanic?
Watching Titanic?
Yes. Tragic, right? Although, somehow convenient, since she was the only member of the Glee Club, not the Glee Club, the club which watches...
We get it!
Right, sorry. The point is that the club is now defunct. The trip to California is off. And since the audience has been rooting for Valerie and I as primary love interests this whole time, they won't care that Ashley, Amber Dog, right, is dead.
You really consider me a primary love interest? That means that you can come with us to London to see the setting. They film the Downton
Yes, 1,000 times yes! I'm beginning, my love.
And we can have the fundraiser at your father's car wash.
Of course. As heir to his fortune, I may bestow his riches upon any woman of my choosing, provided she's and of course, Valerie, I choose you.
That's more off the chain than women's rights and all that stuff. Progressive.